Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet. This is RENDOG coming at you from the Mole District of Mole City in this Let's Play Minecraft survival series. In the previous episode, we got back from an epic expedition to the third continent where we managed to come home with a butt-tonnage of loots. And in this episode, guys, we're going to be working on the foundations of the Mole District apartment blocks, as well as adding a few more gold blocks to the Granny Dog monument that you can see behind me. So sit back, relax, guys. We've got a butt ton to do in this episode. Get your H2O, your Coke and your popcorn, or just one or all three of those, and let's get busy, getting freaking busy, my friends. Damn, this is going to be sweet. So guys, what I wanted to do in this episode is actually start working on the apartment block foundations that I want to put in this area over here. This is now going to be known as the Mole District of Mole City, simply because it's in front of the mole hole, and it is going to be fashioned very much in the style of the butler's quarters over here, using cobblestone and jungle woodage, plankage and slabbage and steppage. And it is going to be absolutely sweet. So I've had a look at how I built the road over here, and the way that I did it is I made these segments over here. So this segment over here and this segment over here, from here to this block over here, and this segment right up in Har, they are 8 blocks long. So what I want to do is try and make these apartment blocks 8 blocks long by however many blocks wide in that direction, so that we can keep some symmetry. And I want these apartment blocks to be designed very much like the road that I live on. So I live in an attached block of flats, and that means there are a whole bunch of houses along my road that are attached to one another, and that's what I want to do here. I want these apartments to be attached to one another. They don't all have to be exactly the same, because my road, all the houses are a little bit different. So what we're going to do is try and break the symmetry of them by making each of them a little bit different. But what we're going to have to do is increase this segment over here by 5 blocks. So this is also going to be 8 blocks over here, so that we can build another block of apartments up in here. And these apartments are going to house the very first civilians or population of Mole City, other than Beatrice, of course. And here she is. I don't know what she's up to, but she does everything in her power to not work. That's all I can say, man. And her and Paul are definitely up for review right now. And you know, she hasn't even made me a single cup of coffee yet, which is just absurd and unacceptable. I'm freaking angry, man. But guys, what I want to do before we even start working on the apartment blocks of the Mole District, I want to just make sure that Beatrice is 100% safe in her house. I have caught her wandering off into the distance, and it is just, you know, there is a high chance that this lady is going to die, because she actually goes wandering quite far. She goes on long, adventurous walks into this cave, down into this area over here, and it's just the kind of place where bad things can happen. And, you know, it's the kind of place where mobs can spawn at the drop of a hat. And if they do spawn, man, she is going to bite the dust. So what I want to do, I've got some fences up in here. I want to fence off this garden firstly and foremostly. She loves coming into this garden. Understandably, it's a pretty sweet garden. But I want to make sure that this is fenced off here, that she has no access to that dangerous cave over there, and that she can't actually go wandering over here. So these are just temporary fences, just to make sure that she is completely locked in for now. Once we've secured this area over here, we can set her free, as it were. I'm not sure what we're going to do in this area, but maybe it'll be an extended section of the nether district of Mole City, but who knows. But for now, guys, we really just need to make sure that Beatrice cannot go wandering. So I'm going to fence her off over here, kind of like those kiddie fences that you have in a house, you know, when you put these things up in your house to stop children wandering around. That's basically what I'm doing here, because Beatrice is a butthole noob who doesn't understand that we are playing on hard mode, and she could die at any freaking moment. She also comes wandering down here towards the sewers over there, and of course the sewers are not a good place for NPCs to wander to. So I'm just going to block that off. She can't actually get through there now. So I think she's now totally secured, and I'm probably going to block this off too, just so that she can't come wandering into Mole City at night. And you know, because mobs are spawning in Mole City, and we don't want her meeting her untimely demise. But guys, we are now ready to start working on the apartment blocks of the Mole District. And before we do that, why don't we go and pick up some of these gold ingots that we smelted down after our expedition. Let's see, where did I put them? 53 gold ingots, sweet. And I know that we've got a couple more in our refined gold chest. So let's head off into the storage rooms to get some of that refined gold. And let's see how many blocks of gold can we make today. We will be adding them to the Granny Dog Monument a little bit later in this episode. So let's just see how many blocks we can actually make. We should be able to make, I don't know, 5 or 6, I guess. Let's have a look. Bam! 5. Ooh, we can make 6. Okay, awesome. So we've made 6 gold blocks to add to the Granny Dog Monument today. I think we've got a couple, I think we've got like 10 or 12 gold blocks in the chest underneath the Granny Dog Monument. So we'll be able to add quite a few blocks today, which is awesome. I also want to pick up some raw materials. Let's get some cobblestone, let's get some jungle wood, and that should be more than enough to actually get started on the foundations of the Mole District apartments. And let's just head up to my bedroom quickly. Let's take off my sweaty armor. I've been wearing this armor for like 5 episodes now. We've just come back from a long expedition. Let me tell you, man, this armor is stanky, damn! And as you guys know, I do not have a shower facility in the molehole yet. So this has been, what, 191 episodes, and I still haven't showered. Yeah, I know. I'm disgusting. I'm ashamed. Don't tell my mama. Please don't tell my mama. She will be freaking angry with my ass. Right, let's get some taters in the belly, guys. It is time to start working on the apartments of Mole City. I just want to drop off this compass, though. We do not need this compass no more. So let's get this compass into our tool chest. Right at the end here. Man, we have 4 compasses now. That's excessive. Excessive amounts of compass action. But guys, let's get our butts over to the construction site now. We've got our construction suit on, the armor set of the butthole. I can't wait to actually name this construction suit. It's going to be awesome. But the first thing that we need to do, guys, is actually extend this segment over here by 8 blocks, because we want this block over here to be 8 blocks, right? So let's see how we're going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone brickage. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this segment is now extended by 8. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this segment needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, there we go. Nice. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, sweet. So let's just pick up all the slabbage and all the steppage over here, and then we can continue the extension of this road segment over here. Guys, I'm so excited to actually start trying to create these apartment blocks. I took a walk down my road yesterday, and I was just having a quick look at how the architecture was actually put together along my road. And I live on I mean, the only way I can describe it is a road from the 1960s. All the houses are 1960s houses, and they're all connected. You know, my neighbors sleep literally just a wall away from my head, which is kind of awkward when I think about it. You know, sometimes when I fall asleep, I think, oh my God, my neighbors are actually just on the other side of this wall over here, and I do not want to think about what they are up to, if you know what I'm saying. But you get used to it. I'm sure loads of you guys who live in apartment blocks and stuff too know exactly what I'm talking about. I can often hear them scrounging around and bashing and dropping stuff, which gets annoying. But that is the joy of living in an apartment block. If you don't like that jazz, you got to move out. Okay, so I'm just going to be working on this segment over here. So I think we'll finish. Well, I'll just put this steppage over here, and we'll ignore this part for now. So this is 8 blocks by 8 blocks now. This is 8 blocks. This is 8 blocks. Okay, so what I want to do now, guys, is just flatten this area over here. Where is the sun? It is going down. Is it? Uh-oh, it is almost nighttime. Almost time for us to go for a nap. But what I want to do on the other side of that nap is just flatten down this land over here. Just terraform this land so that it's all in line with this block over here. And then we will be able to start laying down the foundations of the apartment blocks for the Mole District. So I'm just going to block. Where is Beatrice? Is she inside? Yes, she is inside. Okay, great. So I'm actually just going to go and take a sleep in Beatrice's bed. And I know what you're thinking, people. Get those thoughts out of your mind. There ain't nothing happening between me and Mistress Beatrice. That's just scandalous to even think about it. Guys, I will see you on the other side of this kaplooey. Kaplooey! Alright, cyber diggity dogs. It is morning in Rentopia. Beatrice slept on the couch, I slept in the bed, and it is time to get back to the construction site and it's time to start terraforming this area over here. So guys, what I'm going to do is just get rid of all of this dirt, flatten this land completely, and that'll give us a really good view of the space that we're working with and exactly how big we can make each apartment. Guys, I tell you what, man, I'm going to kick this bad boy into fast forward mode. We're going to terraform the jazz out of this area, and I will see you on the other side of this kaplam. Kaplam. Cyberdogs, we are back, and the upper district of the Mole district has been terraformed, and let me tell you something, guys. Beatrice is freaking me the jazz out, man. She literally just stared at me the entire time I was working on that. Beatrice, you are kind of creepy, man. Look, I know that I'm Hout, and I know that I'm a freaking good-looking Cyberdog, man, but seriously, I'm taken. I'm taken. Go back to your job, man. Go do some work. Go do some work. Oh, God. Let me tell you guys, my employees, I am so unhappy with my employees. Now I have to leave like a staircase for her so that she can get back up and go home when she needs to. You make me crazy, lady! Alright guys, so anyway, back to the task at hand. So we have now successfully terraformed this area. And what I want to do now is actually just lay down some of these foundations so you guys can see exactly what I've been babbling on about. So, right, let's do this. I'm going to use cobblestone, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks wide. So let's just lay down the first line of cobblestone. And this is just simply for us to see, you know, what the outline is going to look like. I think I'm going to leave like a 2-block space over here between the apartments and the railway network. We don't want to lower the value of these properties by putting it right on a railway line. You know what I'm saying? So I think the extent of the properties are going to come to this point over here, and this over here will be the other foundation line. Oops, of this particular apartment block. Let's get that in there, just like that. Okay, sweet. So this is basically one apartment over here, and I don't know how high we'll make it. We'll probably make it 2 stories, probably the same height as Beatrice's house. We might make it 3 stories. Well, I think we'll make it 2 stories, and a 3rd story will be a roof, like a loft kind of thing. And the second apartment block is going to go over here, so it's going to come all the way to the back wall, I think, because this is a walkway, it's not a railway. That's not going to lower the value of the property, I think. And let's put in the other foundation wall over here. So we've got basically space for 1, 2, 3 apartment blocks over here, and then of course there will be a 4th apartment block over here in this segment. We might as well just get it in there now too. So that is going to be quite a few apartments in Mole City, or in the Mole district anyway. That's going to be quite a few apartments. It's probably like if it's 2 or 3 bedrooms per apartment, that's what, like 12 apartments that we're going to be able to build here. So that is quite a few NPCs that we're going to be able to add to the city. Now the question is, how are we going to get into this apartment? What I'm thinking about maybe is making this area a shared community garden or something like that between this apartment and this apartment. Maybe they could share this area over here. Or what we could do is make this an apartment block and this an apartment block, and then have a walkway over here and a garden. Yeah, that's probably what we need to do actually. Because we need to have a walkway somehow to connect up to this road over here and to the mole hole. So maybe what we'll do is put a walkway over here, right? So that it's sort of asymmetrical with, or that it's symmetrical with this road over here. So this will be a walkway like this. This will be a garden or another set of apartments. And this will be a block of apartments. This will be a block of apartments. So the door for these apartments will be something, you know, look something like this. Let's just get in just a brief look of what it's going to look like, right? So this will be the door into these apartments. And then this will be the door into these apartments over here. Sweet. And this will be the door into these apartments over here. So actually, this is turning out pretty nice. 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. Yeah, that's cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the dough. Alright, that is pretty sweet, I think. So we've got one apartment here, one apartment here, one apartment here. This apartment's door is going to be too wide. Like, I don't want to keep everything completely symmetrical. You know what I'm saying, guys? I want to try and keep things like, you know, try to do things a little bit differently. So this apartment is going to have, its door is going to be too wide. These apartments will be 1 wide. Or maybe we'll switch it up. Who knows? But there is another block of apartments that we can actually add to this lower level. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Just to get a general idea of where the apartments are going to sit. So let's go all the way back here to this line over here. Alright, that is looking sweet. And then this door will also be... Yeah, this door can also be too wide. Maybe they all need to be too wide. Well, this one actually needs to be 1 wide, I think. Anyway, these are just foundations. You know, we don't need to worry too much about this stuff now. But that is looking pretty sweet, right? And then what I thought I would do is use jungle wood planks at the corners of each of the houses to indicate like the separation between the two, right? So these apartments are going to be connected, but this jungle wood pillar over here is going to sort of represent where they connect, right? So exactly the same is going to happen over here, I guess. And I guess over here. And then let's set the foundations for this area over here. This is going to be a garden area, of course. But the border of this apartment block is going to be over here and over here. Alright, sweet. Oh man, that is looking awesome. Okay, so guys, that is looking pretty sweet, right? Like, I know it looks like a bit of a mess right now, but if you guys can see the vision that I'm having here for the Mole District of Mole City, then it should be making a little bit of sense to you. Just like this, right? Sweet. Okay, awesome. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, this is looking awesome, man. You can just imagine like this area completed with doors onto the road, directly onto the road, and NPCs wandering around doing their business. And man, it is going to be so freaking epic. Oh man, this is so awesome. Okay, sweet. That is looking excelente, I must say. Look at that. Okay, so we've got one apartment over here. So let's say a 3-bed apartment over here, a 3-bed apartment over here, 3-bed apartment over here. So 12, basically 12 apartments are going to become available once we get building on these apartment blocks. And this apartment block needs to be 1 down. So let's just lay the foundations over here. Just do a little bit more terraforming up in this jazz. And what I really like about this, the fact that the roads aren't completely straight, right? The fact that the roads go up and down hills, this is also going to change the skyline of Mole City. It's not just going to be like a flat skyline. It's actually going to be a jagged skyline, very much like the skyline of London. And that makes me a really happy doggy. And it's actually just working out perfectly for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so these apartment blocks are going to be slightly smaller, it seems. But we'll leave the space for now. Who knows what we're going to do there. So let's just have one more review, shall we, of what this is going to look like. Have we got enough slabbage? Yeah, we've got like 8 slabbage here, right? So this road is going to actually continue in this direction. Connecting, this is going to be like a small road to the mole hole, right? Or basically a small road to Beatrice's house. So Beatrice will be able to come to town and do her shopping and whatnot. And this is going to be a massive apartment block over here, and these are going to be slightly smaller apartment blocks. So this will be like the premium apartment block. It's closest to the mole hole. This is definitely the highest value apartment block over here. That's for shizzle. All right, let's just get rid of this. Okay, awesome. This is looking sweet. Uh-oh, we better get some torchage up in here, though. Or let's get a torch in each apartment to stop any freaking spawning from happening up in this jazz. And there'll probably be another apartment block over here, too. We'll replace the foreman's quarters over there with an apartment block. But I am very, very happy with how this is turning out, guys. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on the foundations for the upper mole district of Mole City. I think it's looking pretty damn sweet. And once we have all of these apartments looking similar to Beatrice's house, it is going to look freaking pimp, man. Seriously. But guys, I think what we're going to do now is the final part of this episode is adding some more gold blocks to Granny Dog's monument. Oh man, I've been looking forward to this. So we've got 16 gold blocks to add. Let's have a look. What can we do? I thought what we would do is try and complete another one of the staircases, or at least get close to completing it. So why don't we do this staircase over here? Oh man, I really hope we can finish this monument by the end of Season 2. I just don't know if it's going to be possible because we just don't have enough gold, unfortunately. That is the major problem that we're having right now, is a major gold shortage. But maybe what I need to do is just go and chill in the gold nugget spawner for like 6 hours. Just stand there AFK while our hopper carts collect all the gold nuggets. You know, maybe that is just something that I need to do one afternoon. You know, maybe I'll go to gym and just leave the hopper carts to run. But let's see how many gold blocks can we actually get into the monument today. Looks like we can get another 5 into this layer over here. Sweet. I can actually put one more somewhere. That's okay. We'll put that one. We'll keep that one in there for good measure. Let's have a look at what this looks like. Okay, sweet. Oh man, look at that, man. You guys can imagine it being just completely gold, right? Like everything just completely gold with a diamond block on top. Oh man, that is gonna look so freaking. You bastard creeper. Oh my god. That is hilarious, man. We just got blown to bits by a creeper as I was about to get some steak in the belly. That was an untimely death if I ever did see it. Oh man, I heard the sizzle. I knew what was about to happen. Luckily, the creeper didn't blow up any of our work. He just blew a hole into the lower district of the mole district of Mole City. Well, guys, that is another death to add to the graveyard for Season 2. And that was, what, 32 levels or 33 levels gone, evaporated from our expedition. What can I say? I'm a butthole. Guys, I'm going to end the episode here because I am one sad freaking doggy. But if you enjoyed that episode, guys, show me the love by hitting the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, this melon is coming straight for your freaking butthole. So hit that subscribe button. Guys, I'm going to go and, I don't know, bow my head in shame somewhere and cry in a corner for a while. We just lost 33 freaking levels. I'm such a butthole. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been RenDog playing Minecraft Survival. See you in the next episode, my friends. Goodbye.